So I decided to add the time machine that we won last time in our duel against Tristan Taylor. There we go. Blanked out for a second, but welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. We've already taken down 4 out of 5 of our opponents, and we only have one left, the infamous Joey Wheeler. Just like Bakura, I was working on a good accent to read his little intro dialogue, but I kind of fucked up. Didn't go as well as I wanted. So I've been talking the entire time about how difficult I believe Joey's gonna be. And it's somewhat similar to the same ways why I thought Taya would be difficult. Because Taya, as I said, has her Gemini Elves, which are really difficult to contend with when you start the game. Since, you know, most of your monsters are at most 1500 attack. Joey has the same, except he has such cards as, what's his name, Axe Raider, which is 1700. I think that's pretty much it for his like higher level monsters. But the main point I'm trying to get to is that he has Panther Warrior. That's what I'm trying to say. Panther Warrior. You probably think it's fucking Panther Warrior. Who gives a shit? But Panther Warrior has 2000 attack, which at this stage in the game is impossible for you to go through with a normal monster. And, you know, my spells and traps are but so limited. Like, the only monster destruction I have is... I think I have Dark Hole. I don't even remember. I think I have a Dark Hole. That's it. And I would have to destroy my whole field just to get rid of one Panther Warrior, which he has 3 of. So, that's why Joey's always really difficult. That, and also when I played him a lot when I was younger, he would give me a lot of troubles. I don't know why. Like, he would just have these random little quirks that would just beat me sometimes. Like, he'll catch me off guard with a bunch of monsters really early. Or, like, he has... I know he has the Skull Dice and Graceful Dice, but those aren't really that big a deal. But he has, like, Magic Arm Shield. I know that fucked me up a couple of times for no good reason. But, in my opinion, I think Joey is the strongest duelist of this tier. And speaking of which, since we're about to finish facing off all the duelists in this tier, we're about to move on to the next tier, which gives us another row of 5 duelists. I don't remember exactly how it works. I think I have to beat everyone 3 times. Maybe, I'm not too sure about that. We'll see in later episodes how that goes. But basically, there are, I believe, 5 tiers. Each tier has 5 opponents, except for the last one, which I think only has 4. And they each have 5 opponents. And naturally, the higher up you go, the more difficult they are. As you can see, we're pretty much facing some really easy opponents. More or less. I mean, the difficulty is really interesting in this game because it's similar, more or less, to Pokemon, where, jeez, I just destroyed Joey. I didn't even notice it. That's it. He's gone. He's lost. Didn't even put. I've been talking shit the entire 4 episodes of this. Like, oh man, fucking Joey Wheeler. Oh man, Joey Wheeler. He's gonna take me down. Damn. No, he just loses in like 6 turns. Anyways, the difficulty is similar in Pokemon in that, or I guess in any RPG technically. Well, no, it's a bit different in this one. What I'm trying to say is, it matters, you know, how strong you are compared to how strong your opponent is. It's not like in some games where it's kind of just how well you perform. So, like in Pokemon, it's not so much how well you use your attacks, but it's also how high leveled your Pokemon are. This is similar, but to a further extent, because it depends on how good of cards you have. And that also depends on what cards you have available to you. As you can see, I still have the first 3 booster packs, which are complete trash. If you haven't been noticing, I keep getting a bunch of crap. So, eventually, you unlock several different booster packs, which, get you a lot better cards, which increase, your level, quote unquote. But as that goes up, so does the difficulty of your opponents, which is a really nice little sort of like I'm doing it with my hands, but I can't say it. Like stare effect. You know, you go up, your opponent go up, you go up, your opponent also goes up. It's probably not stairs. That's probably something else that I'm thinking about. But yeah, it's a nice balance, which is really interesting. But it also kind of plateaus in that the cards you get are random. So I could get a bunch of good cards maybe halfway through it, and those would be the only cards that I would need to beat, you know, the guys that are maybe 2 tiers above me. So it's whatever. It's not perfect, but it's not designed to be perfect. But it works out just fine. But yeah. And there it is. There it fucking is. The veins of my existence. Like, it's not so much that he attacks me with Panther Warrior. That I don't give a shit about. Because he has to sacrifice a monster to use Panther Warrior's attack. That is an issue. It's the fact that Panther Warrior is on field without a tribute. As you can see, I have here, you know, this Curse Dragon and the other fish thing that I have. They're both 5 stars. And they both have the same attack or less as Panther Warrior. Which makes it really... That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, granted, Panther Warrior needed a monster to attack, but 1550? Wow. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, it's the fact that he can just freely summon Panther Warrior, and it just, you know... It just stands there in my way of, you know, attacking Joey, just because he has 2,000... or 200... Goddamn. A 2,000 attack monster on the field. I can't go through it, I can't do anything, and it's just there. And it mainly, I guess, just stalls the duel out, if anything, and allows him to get better cards. Which, in the beginning, is really annoying, because I can't go through it in any way. All I can do, really, is play some monsters in defense and hope I can, you know, get a good enough sacrifice, or, sorry, tribute monster to summon and whatnot. But, I mean, I think my strongest card is that Curse of Dragon, if I remember correctly. I think that's the strongest card we've got. So literally, if he summons a Panther Warrior or 2, there's nothing I can do. I can bounce it to one of them, kill us both, and then that's it. He just has a Panther Warrior and have no other. Oh, I have Summon Skull. There you go. That's what I have. I totally forgot about that. Summon Skull is good because, you know, he at least has 25 and you can take him down. But I only have 1 Summon Skull. And I need to sacrifice for that just to beat his 1 monster that he has 3 of that he can summon freely. So that's my main issue with Panther Warrior. But to be brutally honest, it doesn't fucking matter apparently. Because Joey has some sort of weird, like, yips or something like that. Yips being, if you don't know what yips is, it's a sports, well, I don't know if it's specifically a sports term, but it's when you usually perform a task, but then you can't do it as well as you used to for no explained reason. Because he just completely shitted himself out. He didn't have anything at all from my cards, which weren't much. That's a real fucking letdown. But oh, no, I have not managed to reinforce my deck. Did you know that you can now select a new booster pack? Select it when you've got the chance. Fuck yeah! Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you. It's Tiger Axe, alright, and Judge Man. But we still got fucking crap. Come on, man. Sonic Maze is probably... Oh, well, alright. That card is probably the best card in the whole pack. Damn it.
What's that card?